Greetings, collective. It's me, your girl, Senpai Swanee, and thank you for joining our Tokyo sessions. If you are new to this channel, so am I, so bear with me while we do a bit of renovation and I figure out what's the best camera angle here. Anyway, collective, listen, let's learn together, let's heal together, and collective, let's ascend together. The universe is on our side and calling for us to be closest to the highest power as our highest self. So, with that, I have my Palo Santo lit up here, already smoking. Divine spirits, I humbly ask for your presence in this reading. Let me be a vessel in which truth is delivered for the highest good of all involved. Protect my energy and guide my intuition with wisdom and clarity to reveal what is needed for our highest good. Ashe and amen. Now, with that being said, okay, so I feel some type of way about the last reading. I can't even, it's a part of me doesn't even want to upload the reading. However, someone like, like at the same time, even if I'm not necessarily feeling it, it touches someone somewhere and you appreciate that. So someone did respond to the last reading. So, I mean, if anything, just pretty much what I decided, and this has been bothering me last night, hey, things are pretty good right now. I'm in a training right now at work, so I was in that all last night. Like, I realized I'm called Tokyo Session, so it'd be really cool if I could go live during actual Tokyo Session, but I'm at work during Tokyo Session, so this is what you get, people. Anyway, as I was saying, like last video, I had also talked about being a cross watcher channel. And I think what it is I'm just kind of like speaking to the wrong energy. So what I'm going to concentrate on doing from now on, and forgive me because I am learning, I am new to this, as you can see, I'm new to the channel. I know that within time, I'll be one of those people with like, hundreds of videos and millions of views and everything else. But in the meantime, I don't mind it because I'm getting things set up. But like I say, I will concentrate more on narrowing in or zooming in or just resonating more with the divine energy when I do these healings, because it's like I talk to these cross watchers in an attempt to heal. And as I have a healer energy, I'm a healer, I'm an earth angel. But like when I really think about it, it's like, yeah, okay, but at the same time too, we also have our light workers and things like that who they need healing as well. So if that's the case, then I think I'm gonna do that, and like maybe more in the 5D realm. I'll try to see about, I don't know, like I really have to kind of just see what more I'm going to be led, or what more I'm led to do beyond just making these videos here. So our first card that comes out, look at that. Our first card that comes out is the Hierophant card. So I like to think that I am in fact picking up, I did it, I'm picking up on one of our divine energies, divine feminine, divine masculine. You're coming out like right off the back, okay, major arcana, you're coming out as a Hierophant. Okay, Hierophant, you are spiritually ranking, you have a high spiritual ranking. Okay, you're ranked high in the spiritual world, in that 5D world. Why are you ranked so high? Okay, and this just goes into, you have, if we go into like things like Buddhism and Far Eastern religions, your kundalini, your chakras, you have all of your chakras balanced right now. You're in touch with the divine. You've established a relationship with divine. Look at this. Next card to come out is Four of Wands, okay? So this is happiness and success for you going on right now. I can totally get this right now, the whole Hierophant card, because, oh, look, see? I have my timer, and already I am forgetting to use it. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy started. Yeah, okay, so we have the timer going. I'll like I say, I just got it yesterday, or what, last video, if hopefully I upload that video, because I know at this point I haven't. Anyway, so the timer's running. So yeah, like you as I say, you're connected with divine right now. You're learning more about just like your spirituality. I won't even say learning necessarily. That learning, that's me. Like I say, I can totally resonate with that part right now, because I am learning. I am kind of like getting more in tune, as I just sort of explained that. Okay, but whoever you are, you're already in this Hierophant energy. So maybe you've been doing this a whole lot longer than I have, in which case, thank you for watching me. Okay, but right now you're in the energy of happiness and success with that Four of Wands on top of everything else. So like, that's why I say, okay, I'm on a divine energy here, because the universe is pretty much like well balanced and rooting for you. Ooh, what's this card here that came out? The Fool. Okay, so right now you are embarking with all these blessings raining down upon your crown chakra. You are investing in like new adventures. You're taking new chances. Maybe, I don't know, you just got hired at a new job. Maybe you've decided to invest in a new company that you really feel good about. Maybe you just started a new company. You know, but that's what that fool card tells us. This card kind of came out first. We have a Ten of Swords here, and okay, and then we have a Six of Swords. So like all of this here, yay. Well, not yay, because you know, the Ten of Swords shows, like, you know, that again, I like to call it ultimate betrayal. However, whatever happened with that ultimate betrayal, we have another card making the table here. You did move on from it. Okay. However, the Six of Swords says you moved on from it. However, right after that, the Seven of Cups card comes out. Okay. So Ten of Swords, heartbreak, despair, betrayal, ultimate betrayal. Someone backstabbed you, not just backstabbed you. They put 10 whole swords in your back. Okay. Whatever happened, shoot. Whatever happened with that, I'm going to flip these two cards. I'm going to take this King of Wands, and I'm going to put the rest of these in the deck, because a whole lot of cards came out there and I wasn't even done explaining. So anyway, as I was saying, whatever happened, you moved on from it. However, there's Seven of Cups. All right, perfect. I guess, let's see here. Spirit wanted these cards to be with that Seven of Cups before I could really get to it, because I sure was going to ask what's going on with this Seven of Cups. Okay, and bam, King of Wands comes out with it. Eight of Wands comes out with it. I think this card goes first here. Wow, this is a lot of fire energy, and I promise you, my deck is shuffled, baby. Okay, so we have King of Wands, we have Eight of Wands, we have the Page of Wands, and we have the Knight of Wands. Baby, you got some fire in your energy. Now, this Wands, okay, keep in mind, Wands is fire, so that's passion, that's desire, you know, that's what's the word that I'm looking for, like drive, innovation, that sort of thing. Okay, fire signs. Okay, so this could resonate with let me see here, what's that, Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There we go. Okay, so this could resonate with you. You may be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You may, later on in this reading, one of these energies here. Okay, because how all of these came out, all right, we are talking about more than one energy within your presence, divine feminine, divine masculine. Okay, so you have the King of Wands. Okay, so you have someone in your energy. This is kind of like your playboy, your little player. Something's growing with this one, because after the King of Wands, we got the Eight of Wands. We can ask Spirit, what is this Eight of Wands about? And actually, is it with this King of Wands, or is it this Page of Wands? So you have someone else. So there's three people. There's three people in your energy. I said, you know, player. This could very well, if you're divine masculine watching this could very well be, you know, a female who just, baby, she has numbers. or so she feels or whatnot. Then you have a Page of Wands in your energy, okay? So your Page of Wands is kind of like someone who, as you can see, can you see these cards? I sure hope you can see these cards, because I don't know if I want to be doing this all video. But as you can see, he's kind of looking at the tip. I told you what the wand is, right? That's the phallus. Look, phallus. If you don't know what a phallus is, Google it really quickly. You're on the internet. It's spelled with the PH. Phallus. PHALLUS, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, so you know, he's kind of like, I don't want to say clumsy in the bedroom, because you may not have even spoken with this person. He's just kind of like a duck in slang words, or I don't even want to say a mark, just like a lame duck, you know, and I really don't even want to say it like that, because you got so many of these red pill guys now who be like, oh, you know, she didn't like me when I was not, now she liked me because I'm hot. I think that's how it goes. But whoopsie. And we're gonna put the Queen of Swords right there too, because that did flip out among everything else flipping out, but we'll take that card. So like I say, he's just, I don't know, corny. Okay, so you got one who's corny in your energy, and then we got like this Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands in your energy just gives me, you know, kind of like the rambunctious one. Okay, so you got the pretty boy, okay, you got the lame duck corny one, okay, and then you got this Knight of Wands. He could be a jock, okay, because like, you know, they and I'm not saying jock because he's dumb. I'm saying jock because he, you know, rah, let's go kind of deal. That's what the Knight of Wands energy is, right? Let me see here. So I mean, he could be a jock. He could also be a hothead, even if he's not maybe necessarily into sports, playing sports. He could be into sports, like watching sports, maybe betting on sports. Maybe he wears a lot of like sports jerseys and sports paraphernalia. Okay, so these are your three guys. All right, you, however, Miss Hierophant, when it comes to these guys, you definitely like handle them with like this Queen of Swords energy. Like, she has her hand out, like, okay, you can come, I'll talk to you and give you a little time of day sort of deal. But at the same time, baby, look, you got one time to misstep and this sword will swing down and chop your head off. You hear me? What's this right here? Okay, so then we have, look, I'm begging on the table. I'm excited. I really like being in this energy. You're all happy. You got it going on. That could also be the Red Bull I had this morning. Anyway. Let me stop. Okay. So let's see here. The next card to come out is a Six of Cups. Now, with the Six of Cups, here's the thing. This Six of Cups is for you. This is you feeling nostalgic because you've got the player. You don't want him. Like I say, oh, we still got to ask Spirit about this Eight of Wands and what's going on with that. What's growing? Is it growing for the player? Is it growing for the corny? Or is it just something growing else altogether? Whatever's growing, I can tell you one thing that is for sure growing is what it landed under, which is your success and happiness. That is definitely growing. We'll just see what's going on in between. But like I say, you're sitting in a Six of Cups nostalgic energy. Nostalgic just because it's like, at this point in your life, it's like, dang, this is, you know, this is what you have to choose from, kind of deal. And like, I don't know necessarily what generation you're in. Like, what's my generation? I forget these people. But yeah, my daughters are like, yeah, you know, your generation, like the guys in your generation just, we hate to be in it kind of deal. Oh, millennials. Am I a millennial? Yeah, but I think I turned out to be a millennial after like one of those people who ragged on millennials and then turned out, oh wait, I'm a millennial. But I don't know. I'm raw no matter what. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, now this Queen of Pentacles card, we got to see what this Queen of Pentacles is, because we do have player that this is sitting up under. So is this his Queen of Pentacles, or since we're starting a new row, is this you talking about how you're a Queen of Swords? You're a Queen of Swords, okay, with all these dudes here, like, you know, you keep them at bay, but at the same time, we talked about in that first row there about how like you moved on, and we didn't really get to go into that. Okay, but we did mention that, you know, you have success, you have some things going on. Well, oh no, did I talk about me having some things going on at work? Well, I don't know. Queen of Pentacles, so you may very well have some things going on at work as well. Let's find out what this Queen of Pentacles card is. Spirit, if you could please advise us on this what's this Queen of Pentacles card that's sitting out here on the board. And then, let me see here. We might have to move off from the Kipper deck and go to one of these decks. You know what deck I want to go to? Ooh, what's this? Oh, High Priestess. See, this is confusing. This makes me... I get, though. But see, here's the thing, though. Because if you're Hierophant and you're High Priestess and you're Queen of Pentacles and you're Queen of Swords, like... Oh, essentially. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is not you. Okay, the High Priestess, this backs up, this is you. Okay, the Hierophant is you. You're the High Priestess as well. This Ten of Cups is yours. But what I am getting is now, okay, what's growing, I get from this that like I said, your spirituality is growing. Okay, because of that spirituality that you have grown. Look how all these cards line up. Okay, you're going to be matched up with someone who matches that Hierophant energy. We're skipping over this whole row here. Okay, that's where this Eight of Wands comes from. Thank you, Spirit. We're skipping over this whole row here, and we're going up into this row here where you're going to meet a Hierophant. Okay, and that is going to be a happy union. Okay, where you don't have to worry about these things here. All right, that's what's going to bring you your Ten of Cups. This Queen of Pentacles, however, I just get the feeling that that is another, yeah, look at that. That is another energy in your presence. Ace of Wands comes out as I was discussing Queen of Pentacles there. So that gives me that this is some sort of relationship. This is some sort of fiery relationship that you have with this Queen of Pentacles. Even though the Ace of Wands came out, I don't necessarily get that it's like an actual sort of relationship type deal. That Ace of Wands, I more so get that that's talking about your Ten of Cups, and you know, your Ten of Cups in this new relationship that's about to turn up for you. So turn up for that as well. Like I said, you have a whole lot of things. Now that it's coming, you got to, sometimes you got to give it time. Now that it's coming, you have a lot of things picking up for you. You have career success that's picking up for you. Okay, on top of that, you have some love success that's working out here for you. Whatever's going on with these guys here, you know what? Spirit, you ain't no good. I'm not even gonna say that joke out loud. You are good. You're fabulous. You're everything. Thank you. But see, look, we're gonna go ahead and take that Hangman energy in reverse right there. Okay, it is quite possible that as the Queen of Swords, underneath the Queen of Swords, the Hangman in reverse came out. Okay, and what I am getting about that is, even though we kind of this Eight of Wands, it's no, I don't know, something like these are games. When you think about it, tarot cards, they're an actual game. I don't get what game you could play with the tarot cards, but I myself, like, as I lay these out, it's like, I don't know. I guess I'm not following necessarily the traditional rules of tarot, but at the same time, I'm going to read my cards how my cards speak to me. Okay. In this particular, like, this right here, how the cards lay out is like a board. It's like a game board. Okay. So we tell a story here We tell what's going on here. We tell what's going on here. But this card here stuck out, okay? Think of this. Think of like when you're playing, I don't know, like Monopoly or something like that. And when you come to a card or you come to a point in the game, that when if you get that particular card, like it tells you to, you know, go forward, skip over the next person, or take the next person something or something like that. And that's how I read this, long story short, because I really went into explanation with that. So this tells me that you have happiness and success coming up with the Hierophant. Also, even though you're the Hierophant starting out in this reading, you have something going on with the Hierophant, okay, that's going to come about. That's going to bring you a Ten of Cups. That's within a new relationship. Right now with these guys here, okay, now to be very honest with you, Queen of Swords, I said Queen of Swords, but to a certain extent, you are being fairly selfish, not even selfish, just very, I don't even want to say strict, because hey, have your boundaries, keep your boundaries, and you know, tight, and don't let people cross your boundaries. Selfish keeps coming to mind just because the Hanged Man in reverse kind of signifies like a selfishness, but I'm just sort of getting that like guarded. That's the word I'm looking for. You're extremely guarded with them, okay? That's what that sword is. That's your guard, okay? And some of this, you know, it's like, I get it, you know, we're in retrograde right now. You do have to be careful with energies coming to you, especially returning to you. If you knew any of these people from previously, you do have to worry about like these energies and new energies as well coming to you during retrograde seasons, because those usually are tests. Okay, so you're being very guarded, but to a certain extent, you may very well be being selfish and maybe somewhat too guarded, because you don't know if you might feel like, okay, you know, they just want one thing from me. But sometimes, you know, the same way you might have been led to go to someone else, they might be being led to go to you. They might not necessarily be coming to you to heal you or help you transcend or anything like that, but they may be being led to you because you're a healer, because the universe wants you to help them heal and transcend. And you could be like, you know, in that sense, then like not serving, you know, your purpose here kind of deal. So and then right after, this nostalgia card comes out. So like I say, this could be someone that you've previously known, okay, who's kind of hit you up, and you're like, baby, it's retrograde, no thank you. And it's like, at the same time, maybe someone here, look at the lame duck there, maybe you should hear, look, and the Eight of Wands is in front of him, maybe you should hear lame duck out, okay? Nix out King of Wands, let these be stabbing him, hear him out. Look at this right here. You have a King of Swords, all right, in your energy. Wow. You get a boo, don't hurt nobody. You hear me? All right. Oh, look, my voice sounds tired. Like I said, guys, I had a training last night, so I've been talking, and I haven't gone to sleep yet. I guess I'll probably get ready and go to sleep closer to the afternoon time. So let's see here. Five of Swords came out. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. Do I want to close out this board? How much time we have? Yeah, we have lots of time, actually. Yeah, we have lots of time. All right, see, I have a timer now, so I know, all right, I don't have to rush the board. I can let it, you know, play out, and we can get some information on who is this energy we picked up on. All right, so let's see divine energy. Like I say, we didn't clarify this King of Swords here. I'm thinking this here, let me think, is this a whole nother energy? Because at the same time too, we said that this Queen of Pentacles here. All right, hang on, Spirit, because I got some energies here. I might have to go to a Kipper deck and find out who these people are, because I need to find out more about this Queen of Pentacles. We said that you're the High Priestess because that card reads there. But I need to know the the Queen of Pentacles and this King of Swords. Spirit, Empress. All right, So that's what I said before. Look. Okay, I said Queen of Swords. I said Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess. I said if you're the Hierophant before. I said if all of these cards are coming out, then you should be an Empress. What's the card that comes out when I ask Spirit about this Queen of Pentacles? Empress. Yes, baby. You're also the Queen of Pentacles, divine feminine, okay? Or masculine. Like I say, flip these. There's no gender in tarot, okay? Not only are you sitting up here in this divine Hierophant, High Priestess in Pentacles. So whoever this King of Swords is, this is someone that you're coming into some sort of union or contract, okay? This could be something pertaining to work, very well pertaining to work, excuse me, because we started this row with Queen of Pentacles. We ended this row with Three of Pentacles, okay? So you are definitely about to have some sort of collaboration, have some sort of some sort of coming together. Maybe they're going to put you on a project at work or something like that. But yeah, there's something going on here at work. Like I say, you have success and things like that. You're being noticed. So they're seeing you as a woman for a job, or as for the man for a job. There's something that's going to come. Look at this. What's the first cards that come out on the Kipper deck? Work, labor, efforts. That's going right up there. In fact, I'm going to put it there because I don't even want that to touch that King of Wands, okay? That's going up there with that Hierophant. That's going up there with that Four of Wands, because this is what we talked about. Faith. This is the next card to come out. Why? Because we know you have this new faith. We talked about you being a Hierophant. We talked about you being a High Priestess. We talked about you and your spirituality. What's the next card to come out? Voodoo. What is the voodoo? Okay. Voodoo, again, with these cards, okay, it could very well be, all right, that there's someone out there with, I don't know, like a little wooden doll sitting up there playing with it, or messing with it, or sticking pins in it. Who knows? You know, by the way, if there's anyone out there who has my voodoo doll, by all means, please make sure to tickle the pussy and forgive yourself for being unhealed. So let's see here. Like I say, voodoo could be just some kind of manipulation. I mean, honestly, to me, voodoo is a motherfucker flying your tires. You know, because they done set up here and did something in this 3D world, okay, to like manipulate your rituals. You know, my ritual every day when I get up, you know, I get dressed, I go to work. That's a ritual. It's a routine. It's almost a ceremony. Yeah, pretty much a ceremony that you do every day. I eat breakfast with the family. It's a ritual. Okay. But you know, someone coming along and flattening your tires, that's going to throw everything off, right? You might as well have a stomach ache. Okay. Then you have house. This house card comes out on this Ten of Swords, and it comes out over here, if you can see it at all, on that Six of Swords. Okay, so again, that's just with whatever betrayal happened. All right, you moved on. And excuse me, I'm pulling all of the cards that flipped off. I'm just going ahead, I'm going to read them all as they flipped over. That's how this goes. I don't think I'm just pulling the cards. But you moved on, you moved out the house, you got your own place. Maybe this was somebody, what are we talking about here? Yeah, with this Ten of Swords, you can't make this stuff up, man. Like, you know, my ADHD kicked in, then I was like, oh wait, it's right here. You moved out the house. This Ten of Swords here could have been a homegirl. Okay, it could have been someone who you thought was your friend who wasn't your friend, because look, we do have a Seven of Cups here, which talks about illusions and kind of like being misled. All right, the next the next card that comes out though is Divinity. Okay, so all of these things had to happen. All of these things needed to happen. What do we say here at Tokyo Sessions? We tell you that the universe is on your side, okay? We tell you that ultimately, like, the universe wants us at our highest good to be closest to the highest. So yeah, we're gonna cause you to transcend, okay? We're gonna cause you to ascend through heartbreak, because it's through heartbreak, it's through betrayal that we learn these lessons, that we experience spiritual growth. Why am I talking like that, right? Dang. And you know what? It was somebody in your family. That's what makes it the Ten of Swords. That's that you can't that look, Five of Swords. It lands on the Five of Swords, man. You can't take that kind of stuff back. Not with the family. No, not if you're my sister, not if you're my brother, not if you're my mother, not if you're my father. Right? Not if you're my child. Okay? Extenuating family, I'd be like, okay, whatever. So, unless everybody grew up in grandma's house. Like me and my cousins, at some point when I was really little, everyone was in grandma's house. So to a certain extent, and then I was an only child. So my cousins and I, we grew up like brothers and sisters. Or, I was the sister and they were my brothers. Brothers and sister. Brothers and sister. Okay? So, and yeah, even with that, within my cousins, like, look, like it's family, you fall out because you can't choose who your family is. I'm going to take the first card that flipped out of this deck. I don't want to see the other cards there because I'm not going to even take those cards. Okay. And this here is poverty. Okay. This poverty card, it sits under your work and your efforts, because while you're doing all of this, we have a King of Wands in your energy, okay, who's going through it right now. Whatever his growth is, baby, it has come to a standstill. I don't know if this is why you're treating him like this, or the fact that it comes out first in this next row is that he has something also to do with this betrayal that you went through. So we can go ahead and we can explore that first before we even get into these other suitors and why you're not interested in them. What's this card that fell out? Destruction. Actually, let me see here. I want to put that card. I still want to put that card on King of Wands because we're still talking about him. We haven't gotten into this Page of Wands yet. Okay. So, pretty much, this King of Wands was in some devil energy. Probably if I'd have stuck to the Rider-Waite deck longer, that card would have come out. Okay? Because, he was... All of these cards are going to be red because all of them tried their best to get out here on this table. Okay? Because he wanted to break you. He saw you as this working, like out there to get the money type of woman, type of man. She, like I say, flip the roles. And he wanted to humble you. If he was a man, say you're a divine feminine, okay? If you're divine feminine, he wanted, I mentioned something about a red pill, didn't I? One of those red pill fellas, okay? He wanted you to stay home and completely rely on him. King of Wands, while he goes out here and he does whatever with whoever he wants to, and you stay at home and you wait on him. That's what he wanted, okay? What he wanted to do was get you out of this whole high priestess spirituality things and bring you down to a lower vibration. That's what he needed. Okay, so that Eight of Wands talks about growth. That definitely wasn't for him. Okay, as far as he was concerned, he was the very opposite of growth for you. He was poverty growth for you. He was poverty for you. Poverty growth. Okay, he was destruction for you. So it's a good thing that we went ahead and you skipped right on over him. All right, let's go ahead then, Spirit, and you can tell us about this Page of Wands. And then also, too, like I said, I'm shuffling these. I forgot these cards came out. I'm going to flip this Love Offer back out. Because these were the cards I said that I would read, and then I started shuffling that one. Okay, so Love Offer. Now, I I knew Page of Wands is like the lame duck of them all. He likes you. He wants to bring you this love offer. He wants to start like, you know, kind of like a new something with you. And you know, like really see if y'all can like, yeah, y'all, if you all can be something together. Like he really likes you. Okay, but let's talk about it. Card that's going to come out with Page of Wands is Child. Okay, so and then that comes on your Ten of Cups. So what that tells me is that he may very well like you, but he's a lame duck. And it's not like, oh, you know, he dresses corny and things like that. I don't mean that as far as lame duck. I mean, he's almost like a child to you. Like, you know, like you would feel like you're babysitting. He may even be older than you, but like mentally, he's just not there. Okay, and that's what that is. If you look at the picture, like the guy is crying. I mean, the child's crying. He's probably, look, the guy is crying. He's probably a crybaby or a whiny baby. And you know, it's like, hey, let's go to the arcade. Like, what do you mean, let's go to the arcade? I'm a grown ass woman, and you trying to play games with me? Like, but like he does genuinely like you, and I do think that you should go a little. Maybe treat him a little bit with kid gloves. Then you have here, oh, look at that. I like him. Empress, Divine Feminine, I like him. This is Knight of Wands, okay? Whoever Knight of Wands is, this guy here, he actually has a lot of morality about him. He has a high like honor, just spiritually, you know, morals. He's a stand-up guy. And like I say, Knight of Wands doesn't, you know, he could have burnt through a few females. But at the same time, this doesn't give me that like he did them dirty and, oh, you know, like, you know, if a female ever sees him in the street, she'll probably flat his tires. I don't, you know, that I like him. He could be, look, and then look at the card that comes out with that high honor. So he could very well be in some kind of, like, he could be a serviceman or servicewoman. They could be in the military, the Navy, the Army. What else are there? The Air Force, any one of those. I like him. I got a thing for him in a uniform. Excuse me. Now, as far as he is concerned, let me see here. We have the gift card. The gift card came out on top of Ten of Cups and the Ace of Wands. I like him. Hercules. Okay, so this one here, oh, he's got me giddy like a schoolgirl. Okay, so this one here, let me see here. It comes out, like I said, I already said what it comes out on, and then it's gift. So he sees you as talented. He sees you as intelligent. He sees you as attractive. He sees you as just all around gifted. If he could give away the prize for Miss Universe, he would give it to you. Because even like beautiful women, sure, they're beautiful, but it's just something about you, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, where it's like you had the sun for breakfast and it just radiates through your skin and beauty. Like, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and baby, he got it in there like an eyelash. You hear me? Yeah. So, I like him. Anyway, let's talk about you. Actually now, okay, this thoughts card, like love on the brains card, did come out. Okay, that card comes on Queen of Swords and it comes on Knight of Wands. So that tells me that of all these guys here that line up, you have considered the Knight of Wands. So like I say, like, you know, he's a good, you know, kind of like character. He has good character. Okay, so you thought about that, but at the same time too, Let's see here. Like, she just kind of seems a little unhappy. Like, she doesn't seem, you know, like me, where I'm like just thinking about it, I get giggly and bubbly kind of deal. She's more so kind of like looks a little, she even looks, I want to say stressed, worried, concerned, forlorn about it. Blocked. Yikes. So that is it. There is something, maybe it looks like a divine feminine. This Knight of Wands, you actually liked him too. But when you presented some things to him, I think you came when you were healing with this moved on that it touches. But you were moving on. Oh, you know what? You may have tried to rebound him. You may have tried to come to him and, like, you know, like try to be with him to get over whatever this 10 of betrayal is. Like, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, divine feminine. It is what it is. Now, I've been keeping it real with these cross watchers, and it's like, okay, but I'm definitely going to keep it real with my divine energies. Okay. So, oh, that's that. Look, that just kind of like, because I really liked him. But yeah, like it looks like he just kind of told you, like, you know, it's a no-go, but he's still in your energy. And this card, it touches you here as Queen of Swords. So okay, so it's not that he blocked you. He told you, like, you know, like maybe you talked to him about, like, you know, things, you knew him before. So we got this nostalgia card that did come out after you and him right here, right? Knight of Wands and Queen of Swords. However, it looks like, you know, whatever you're maybe trying to pick up with him or pursue with him, he just kind of like, you know, like brushed it off. But like I say, he's still here in your energy, because as I said, all these things that happened to you, okay, you probably were looking like, oh, you know, I don't know what I was thinking, being, you know, liking him. I don't know. You know, maybe I was experiencing limerence and all these other terminologies they like to throw around on the internet now. But just keep in mind that all of these things happen for a reason. They happen for a purpose. A lot of times it's not until after that reason happens, sometimes not even long until after that reason happens, that you realize and you can connect the dots of all the other things that happened and why they needed to happen to get you to where you are today, or, you know, at that time. Okay. So yeah, it looks like and then like I said, Queen of Swords. So on top of that, it looks like you turned around and you actually blocked him, is what I'm getting from this. Okay, like he kind of shut down the nostalgia and you shut him down altogether. You told him, okay, well, fine, then I won't. You got a little proud there, Empress, Queen. Well, not even, because you were embodying Queen of Swords energy when that happened. You put your sword up, and why is, hey, it happens to the best of us, okay? But you're feeling, let's see here, a little jealousy and envious, okay? But besides that, this jealousy and envious card here actually talks about whatever's going on with family. If that goes back to this 10 of Swords dealing with family and whatever betrayal that happened there. And I'm getting with this, that again, in a home team, someone in your family who you've known since you were a kid. So again, these could be siblings, you know, this could be a parent, this could be cousins, okay? But whatever it is, someone got jealous. Like, you've got all these things going on. I'm not saying it's just happening to you. I'm not saying you're about to get a house. You already, you know, are getting these things, and someone in your family's feeling some type of way, or they felt some type of way to the point that they did something as far as betrayal. Before I can even say, Spirit, can you tell us more about this betrayal? Death magic. They had death magic on you. They wanted you out of the picture, pretty much. They was like, I mean, just saying this bitch need to get hit by a car is death magic, you know? Like, I said that with no intention to anyone anywhere, and I put that under, you know, several galaxies and universes. Okay? But that's how they were feeling. Okay? Something about someone in jail. If there's someone in prison in your family, This could very well be that person feeling some type of way. This could be you feeling trapped within your family and trying to get away, and maybe that's why they felt some type of way. Okay, we have coming out, and we're gonna put this, let's just finish off this row here. We're gonna put this on ancestors. So ancestors comes out. Whew, that comes out on Knight of Wands. That comes out on Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands, and let's see here, the Hangman in reverse. Okay, so it's like ultimately, and like I said, when that ancestor card comes out, thank you ancestors, thank you divine spirit, thank you most high, just letting us know, you know, that listen, throughout all of this going on, you're protected, you're divinely guided. Just it's all about divine timing for you, sort of feel. Okay, all right, so let's see here. Ancestors, we had that card come out. Okay, so I think now one card I think flipped over here. What's this card? Emotional pain. All right, so wow, this King of Swords is this Knight of Wands. And I'm so happy about that because you're an energetic match. Okay, when you blocked him, when he shut this down, you both went through emotional pain. This emotional pain card, I'm about to cry. This emotional pain card touches Queen of Swords up here and King of Swords up here. You both, okay, we're feeling nostalgic for each other. You missed each, well, not, I can't even, yeah, you missed each other. So I don't know, you know, necessarily the depth of your relationship or the details of your relationship there. But when this situation happened, you both experienced emotional pain, divine feminine. Oh, the babies. All right. So if that's the case, I want to know then, can we find out? Well, first I want to find out, let's find out how you feel about this person here. Since this seems to be the King of Swords, and this seems to be your energetic match, and the person who you're actually feeling some type of way about. So it's like you have several masculine, several feminines in your energy here, several interested parties in you, romantically interested. However, of these options, because you've got options, you like our uniform here, boy. He could be, again, and just calling out things, he could be a police officer, he could be a fireman, he could very well be in the armed or in the services. Let me think, who else has a uniform? Come on, help me out, help me out. Oh, I love it. And I mean an official, like, servicing uniform too, like, yeah, okay, so that's all I can think of as far as that. Okay, so I'm shuffling this deck here. What is this? Love harmony. What I want to see is, first, let's see, yikes. Let's see if anything is going to come out of this for you, and see if within this love harmonies deck, if we, this here, can see how you feel. You're mine. I get so pissed knowing other people can have you now. It is, oh, is it toxic? Yeah. See, it is, and it trips me up. Like I say, sometimes I feel dyslexic. I'm not going to claim it. Is it toxic? Yeah. IDC, I don't care. I want the world to know you're mine. And that is you, Empress. Actually, that's both of you, because that lands here on you, Empress, and that still touches King of Swords. So it's like, now that you two aren't talking, he's mad that, like, people have access to you, and you know, these guys, like, he feels some type of way about it, and you feel like, well, you're my King of Swords, you're my energetic match, you're mine. You know, and no female, I feel, you feel, you know, some way too, at the thought of, you know, some female or some, you know, masculine with his hands on your person. Oh, look, now we can start referring to this as your person, because, oh, let me see. My dreams. What does this say? My dreams. I've been dreaming about you. In my dreams, we are so free and in love. I wish